Hello students, welcome to Siddhapur Mathematics Academy. So in the application of derivatives, we are doing increasing and decreasing functions. That is the second concept. First concept is what? Derivative as a rate measure. And here we are doing increasing and decreasing. In one of the last class, I gave two sums as a homework. The question is find the interval in which the function is increasing or decreasing. So the functions, the problems I gave here. That is in exercise 6th main question. In exercise 6.2, 6th main question, question number B, 6B. This I gave as a homework. F of x is equal to 10 minus 6x minus 2x square. Already you are familiar with the concept. You have to differentiate this given function. That is minus 6 minus 4x. After first derivative, to find the interval, we have to equate this first derivative with 0. Minus 6 minus 4x is equal to 0. That is 4x is equal to minus 6. X is minus 6 by 4. That is x is equal to minus 3 by 2. Yes, after finding the value of x, we have to mark this value of x in the number line. Here minus 3 by 2, that is minus 1.5. Minus 1.5 comes here. See, now the number line is divided into two parts. One is minus infinity to minus 3 by 2. Another one is minus 3 by 2 to infinity. Therefore, the intervals are minus infinity to minus 3 by 2 and minus 3 by 2 to infinity. Now, make a table with the help of tables where it is increasing and where it is decreasing. If you make a table, you will not do any mistakes. Here first in the column we have to write the intervals. In the second one we have to write the sign of f dash of x. Next nature, that means whether it is increasing or decreasing, nature of f. What is the first one? First is minus infinity to minus 3 by 2. See in the number line minus infinity to minus 3 by 2. 3 by 2 is 1.5. If you take minus 2 and write down that minus 2 in first derivative, minus 6 minus 4 into minus 2, that is minus 6 plus 8, that we are getting plus 2. Plus 2 is greater than 0 or what? That means the first derivative is positive and it is greater than 0. In between these values, it is strictly increasing. And the next one is minus 3 by 2 comma infinity. So from here to here, take a number such that your calculation will be simple. So then what you want to select? I want to select 0. If you write x as a 0, it is minus 6 minus 0. You are getting minus 6, that is negative. No need to write the value, just write down the sign, positive or negative. Negative less than 0. It is strictly decreasing. See, this is the first homework question. Moving to the second one, that is sixth, in the sixth main question D. It is f of x is equal to 6 minus 9x minus x square. Yes, what is the first step? In the first step, we have to go for differentiation. Differentiating with respect to x. F dash of x is minus 9 minus 2x. Now we have to equate first derivative with 0. Now f dash of x is equal to 0 gives, that is minus 9 minus 2x is equal to 0. 2x is equal to minus 9, x is minus 9 by 2. What is minus 9 by 2? It is 4.5, minus 4.5, 0, 1, 2, 3 and mark this in the number line. That is very important. It is minus 4.5. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 4.5 here. It is minus 9 by 2. Now the intervals are minus infinity to minus 5, sorry, minus 9 by 2 and minus 9 by 2 to infinity. The intervals are minus infinity to minus 9 by 2 and minus 9 by 2 to infinity. So after writing the interval, write a table. First one, minus infinity to minus 9 by 2. So you can take minus 5. If you write minus 5 here, minus 9 minus 2 into minus 5. That is minus 9 plus 10 is 1, positive. Greater than 0, strictly increasing. Next, minus 9 by 2 to infinity. So I took 0. Minus 9 minus 2 into 0, you will get minus 9. So it is negative. It is strictly decreasing. These are the homework questions. Now in the last class, I completed question number 13. In exercise 6.2, 13th question I completed. Now moving to the next, that is question number 14. Read on question number 14. Find the least value of A such that the function f given by f of x is equal to x square plus ax plus 1 is strictly increasing on 1, 2. So here as usual, first we have to go for the first derivative. In the solution, write down f of x is equal to x square plus ax plus 1. So as usual, to find the increasing and decreasing, first derivative is important. Differentiating with respect to x. F dash of x is 2x plus a. Here what is the question? We have to find the value of a if the function is increasing. And what is the condition for the increasing function? The increasing function condition is f dash, first derivative should be greater than 0. Now write down. Now function f will be increasing in 1, 2, in the interval 1, 2 if the first derivative is greater than 0. What is the first derivative that is greater than 0 in the interval 1, 2? Here what is the first derivative? First derivative is 2x plus a greater than 0. And you are familiar with the inequality. When you solve this, you will get x is greater than minus a by 2. Therefore, we have to find the least value of a such that x is greater than minus a by 2 when x belongs to 1, 2 implies x is greater than minus a by 2 where x is lying between 1 and Thus, in between 1 and 2, I am taking like this here. Thus, the least, this value is in between 1 and 2, the least value of A. If you take 0, you will not get the least value. If A, for F to be increasing, F to be increasing on 1, 2 is given by minus A by 2. Write down that value. Minus A by 2 is equal to 1. Then what is A? A is equal to minus 2. So A is a minus 2, which is the least value. If you write that A value in the function is strictly increasing. See, check that, verify your answer, whether your answer calculated value is correct or what. What is the first derivative? The first derivative is f dash of x is equal to 2x plus A in the interval 1, 2. I told you A value is 2. If you write A as a 2, minus 2, 2x minus 2. Now select any number in between 1 and 2. 1 and 2 means, suppose if you take 1.5. 2 into 1.5 minus 2. See, it is 2 into 1.5, that is 3. 3 minus 2, 1. Is it positive or what? That means in between these values, whatever you will select, the function will be increasing. When it is possible, if A is equal to minus 2, then only it is possible. That means A value is minus 2. Actually, 100% it is a CET question. Find the least value of A when the function is increasing. At that time, don't do all these calculations. Just go for first derivation. After first derivation, out of 4 options, select one by one and substitute that value in the first derivative. Then check. You will get the answer. So this is a CET question. 100% this is a CET question. Moving to the next question in exercise 6.2. That is question number 15. Let I be any disjoint interval from minus 1 to 1. That means other than minus 1 to 1. Prove that the function f given by f of x is equal to x plus 1 by x is strictly increasing on I. It is other than minus 1 and plus 1. So again, as usual, what we have to do? First we have to differentiate. Differentiate the given function. F of x is equal to x plus 1 by x. Now differentiating with respect to x. F dash of x is, differentiation of x is 1, differentiation of 1 by x is minus 1 by x square. Now f dash of x is equal to 0 gives 1 minus 1 by x square is equal to 0. That is 1 by x square is equal to 1. X square is 1. X is equal to plus or minus 1. That means for x we have two values. One is plus 1, another one is minus 1. If you mark this in the number line, this is minus 1 and this is plus 1. The intervals are, first is minus infinity to minus 1, next minus 1 to 1 and 1 to infinity. Now we have to write the answers one by one, selecting the intervals. First I am taking the interval minus 1 to 1. Because it is given in the problem. Depending on the problem, first I have to write, I am writing that interval minus 1 to plus 1. In the interval in the interval -1 to 1, it is observed that interval -1 to +1, x is lying between -1 to +1, x square is less than 1, correct or what? If x square is less than 1, if you take a reciprocal, the sign will change. 1 is less than 1 by x square, or 1 by x square is greater than 1, taking a reciprocal, and x is not equal to 0. This is possible when x is not equal to 0. This implies 1 minus 1 by x square is less than 0, where x is not equal to 0. This is nothing but first derivative f dash of x, that is 1 minus 1 by x square is less than 0 on -1 to +1 but other than 0. -1 to +1 other than 0. Therefore, f is strictly decreasing on -1 to 1 other than 0. And we have another two intervals. That intervals are -infinity to -1 and 1 to infinity. In the intervals -infinity to -1 and 1 to infinity, it is observed that x is less than -1 or 1 is less than x, that means x is greater than 1. In both the cases, -infinity to -1 and 1 to infinity, what we are observing, x square is greater than 1. Is it correct or what? If you take -2 square 4, -3 square 9, and here 2 square 3 square, they are greater than 1. Implies 1 is greater than 1 by x square. Taking a reciprocal, the sign will interchange. Implies 1 minus 1 by x square is greater than 0. And this is first derivative. The first derivative is greater than 0. So, first derivative is greater than 0 means it is, when it is possible, it is in the interval -infinity to 1 and 1 to infinity. Therefore, f is strictly increasing on -infinity to -1 and 1 to infinity. Write down. Hence, the function f is strictly increasing. We have to write the final conclusion. Hence, the function f is strictly increasing in the interval. Hence, the function f is strictly increasing in the interval I disjoint from -1 to +1. That means other than that values. Why -1 to +1? If you take here the first derivative 1 minus 1 by x square. If you take this end values also, -1 square is +1, 1 minus 1 is 0. That means you are getting first derivative as a 0. If you write +1 also, you will get the answer 0. That means it is increasing throughout other than -1 and +1. Moving to the next question. The next one, two are very important. They are important for theory. If this question comes, it will come for 2 mark. Question number 16. Prove that the function f given by f of x is equal to log of sin x is strictly increasing on 0, pi by 2 and strictly decreasing strictly decreasing on pi by 2 to pi. So before moving to the question, first step is we have to differentiate with respect to x. First derivative, we have to find the first derivative. After first derivative, we will check where it comes. F of x is equal to log of sin x. Yes. Differentiating with respect to x. F dash of x is log of sin x is 1 by sin x into differentiation of sin x is cos x. Totally we got cot x. First derivative is cot x, and here no need to find the interval because already given. See, 0 to pi by 2 is what? 0 to pi by 2 is the first quadrant. In the first quadrant, all the 6 trigonometric terms are positive. So, cot is also positive. Then how will write? For every x belongs to 0 comma pi by 2, cot x is greater than 0. That is, cot x is nothing but first derivative. First derivative is greater than 0. If the first derivative is greater than 0 means the function is strictly increasing. The function is strictly increasing in 0 comma pi by 2. This is the first answer. Now we are moving to the next. The second interval is as a pi by 2 comma pi. Pi by 2, see here I am giving you the figure. This is 0 to pi by 2, this is pi by 2 to pi, that is second quadrant. In the second quadrant only sine and cos are positive, the remaining are, sine and cosec are positive, remaining are negative. Then what about cot? Is it negative or what? Yes. For every x belongs to pi by 2 comma pi, cot x is less than 0. But what is cot x? Cot x is nothing but first derivative. That is first derivative less than 0. If the first derivative less than 0 means the function f is strictly decreasing, and that only we have to prove because that is given in the question itself. Decreasing function. So moving to the next question, the next one is also important. 17th question. Prove that the function f given by f of x is equal to log x is strictly decreasing on 0 comma pi by 2 and strictly increasing on pi by 2 comma pi. See the question number 17. Yes, as usual go for the first derivative. Log of cos x. Differentiating with respect to x. F dash of x. Differentiation of log cos x is 1 by cos x. Differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. That means totally we got minus tan x. See, in the interval 0 comma pi by 2. This is the interval 0 to pi by 2. And this is pi by 2 to pi. 0 to pi by 2 is the first quadrant. First quadrant tan is positive. But outside we have a minus. Minus into plus is minus. For every x belongs to 0 comma pi by 2, first quadrant, tan is positive because all the 6 trigonometric terms are positive, but it is minus into plus. Implies minus into plus is minus. The first derivative is less than 0. This implies the function is strictly decreasing in 0 comma pi by 2. Then what about the second quadrant? in the second quadrant, that is pi by 2 to pi. In the second quadrant, tan is negative and already we have a minus. Minus into minus becomes plus. For every x belongs to pi by 2 comma pi, tan x is negative means less than 0. Already minus is there. Minus into minus becomes plus. This implies the first derivative is greater than 0. Therefore, the given function f is strictly increasing, and that only they are asking in the question. Increasing. So this is very simple. Now moving to the next question, that is question number 18 in 6.2. Prove that the function given by, see, this is very simple question, but here you have to think how to prove that the function given by f of x is equal to x cube minus 3x square plus 3x minus 100 is increasing on R. Increasing in R. Here, increasing means we have to show that the first derivative is greater than 0. Write down the function and differentiate this. Try to show that the first derivative is greater than 0. So differentiate once. Differentiating with respect to x. F dash of x is equal to 3x square minus 6x plus 3. See, with the help of this equation we cannot say that how it is increasing, how it is positive. Here I took 3 common, x square minus 2x plus 1. If you are thorough in all the algebraic formula, what is this formula tells you, this bracket tells you? It is nothing but x minus 1 whole square, correct or not? It is x minus 1 whole square, and you are familiar, square of any number is positive in the set of real number. So suppose if we get minus 2 square is plus 4, 2 square is 4. If it is a positive, already it is a positive. If it is a negative, square of a negative number is also positive. See here, minus 2 whole square 4, minus 3 whole square 9, like that. Square of any number is positive with 3, that is also positive. That means it is greater than 0. And this value is nothing but first derivative, implies the first derivative is greater than 0. See, if the first derivative is greater than 0 means the function is increasing in R. Is increasing in R. If moving to the next question, that is last question in this exercise, question number 19. The interval in which, 19th one, the interval in which y is equal to x square into e raised to minus x is increasing is first option minus infinity to infinity, second option minus 2 to 0, third option 2 to infinity, fourth option 0 to 2. So the intervals are given, but also we have to find the derivative. Without first derivative we cannot judge. Here dy upon dx is u into v, product rule, x square as it is. Differentiation of e raised to minus x is minus e raised to minus x plus e raised to minus x as it is, differentiation of x square is 2x. For our convenient, I took e raised to minus x common, minus x square plus 2x. Again we can take x common, minus x plus 2. So when you equate this e raised to minus x, we can write as 1 upon e raised to x, x into 2 minus x. When you equate this with 0, what your answer? X is 0 and x is 2. That means the number line is divided like this. This is 2 and this is 0. Yes, the intervals are what? Minus infinity to 0, 0 to 2 and 2 to infinity. And for our convenient, I am writing a table. First minus infinity to 0. So in minus infinity to 0, minus 1. Remember 1 upon e raised to x. E raised to x is the exponential value, and exponential value is always positive because it is a value lying between 2 and 3. And if it is a reciprocal, no problem, that is also positive. That means we have to check only for these two numbers. If you take minus 1, this is minus 1, this is 2 minus into minus plus, that is 3. One is negative and one is positive. Negative, positive. Finally we got negative less than 0, it is decreasing. Then the question is increasing. We have to move for 0 to infinity. Sorry, 0 to 2. In between 0 to 2, I took 1. This is 1, this is 2 minus 1, that is 1 into 1, positive. This is positive and this is positive. Finally we got positive greater than 0, it is increasing. And this is a multiple choice, that's why I am writing increasing and decreasing like this. Then 2 to infinity. In 2 to infinity, if you take 3, this is 3, 2 minus 3, positive and negative. Positive and negative is negative less than 0, the function is decreasing. See the question, the interval in which is increasing. Increasing is 0 to 2. So the answer is 0, 2. It is increasing function. With this, it completes the exercise related with increasing and decreasing. Have you remembered the concept? Yes. If the first derivative is greater than 0, increasing. If the first derivative is less than 0, decreasing. And to find the interval, equate the first derivative with 0. And after equating whatever the points you are getting, mark that points in the number line. So in the next class, I will start with the third concept of application of derivatives, that is tangents and normals.